Hey guys, welcome back to another DBD video. So today we're going to be talking about something that some people might say is controversial. As you may know, we have the killer, the Nemesis, from Resident Evil 3 in Dead by Daylight. And a lot of people say that this killer isn't faithful to Resident Evil 3 because he doesn't feel strong enough due to getting stunned by pallets or getting blinded by flash grenades and flashlights, left and right. Supposedly his power is uninspiring. But as you see in Resident Evil 3, this happens quite a bit actually. He actually gets stunned by a pallet. So I don't know why people are like, he doesn't get stunned by pallets, he's strong, he's a big man. But no. He's actually getting, he's not that OP guy. I'm not here to shit on him, I'm here to defend him. But in the game, he isn't like this brute force that can that just goes through pallets like a Chad. Technically in the game he does go through pallets with his whip. So if you say oh, he actually does. Well, he has a whip and he can also not punch it, he can do that animation. He's not unfaithful to Resident Evil 3 in my opinion. His power and his his animations are very similar to the game. But there's also people saying how his power is kind of uninspiring, and it's not how Nemesis would use his whip. That's not true either. That's actually how he uses the whip in the game. It's actually taken directly from Resident Evil 3. Like, for instance, when he hits Jill with the whip, he actually infects her, and then she has to get a vaccine, that's literally what Dead by Daylight took directly. Now, does he do that often? Usually he does use his whip to trip drivers, which I don't really think is even that interesting. Basically, if they did that, it would just be like a power that would just make them slow down, which maybe they were gonna do that, but then we got Pinhead, which is doing that pretty much. But yeah. I think they went with the more interesting approach with getting infected and the mutations and all that stuff. But it seems to me that people didn't really know that that's actually directly from the game. But now people may be upset, because we don't see Nemesis swinging around on walls like Spider-Man. But I believe overall that he's, faithful to Resident Evil 3. My problem is that he doesn't say stars enough in the game. He should probably say stars 20 times more, because when he's chasing Jill, he's gotta say stars. Devs, give us more stars voice lines. That's what I want. Overall, I think he's very faithful to the game. I don't really get why people say he's not. I have heard their points, but there's certainly times in the game in Resident Evil 3 where those same issues that happen in Dead by Daylight actually happen in Resident Evil 3. And for people that say he just moves too slow overall, for instance, when he's breaking a pallet, he does it in normal animation as everyone else. As you can see in the game, he literally moves at 1 mile per hour in some instances. He's literally swinging he's doing literally the same animations too, which I found pretty interesting when rewatching some of the scenes in Resident Evil 3. But I am interested to see what you guys say. What your counter arguments are if you guys still think Nemesis isn't really that faithful to Resident Evil 3. Which I get why people probably wanted someone else, like Jack Baker. I wanted Jack Baker too. It would have been cool to, get some other killers. I know people wanted Mr. X instead. I think that Nemesis was the perfect choice. because you know he's very iconic. Obviously, he mutates, which I think that DBD like did a great job with the mutation stuff. Like you know how he mutates like on his arm, and you know zombies being in the game. His power is pretty unique actually. Like, tentacle aside, having zombies in DBD like was something people requested for however long, and having it be zombie AI is pretty cool. Now, is it fair? Probably not. Conceptually, his power is pretty accurate to the game, and you know, his whip is used, you know, he uses that as his main weapon. Obviously, he has different weapons in the game, like, you know, his flamethrower and all that stuff, but obviously we weren't going to get that in Dead by Daylight. But, yeah, as his core self, I think he's pretty faithful, but, you know, as I said, if you disagree with me, or agree with me, just put it in the comments below. And yeah, personally, I think Nemesis fits well. It's pretty brutal in both Dead by Daylight and Resident Evil 3. And I think they did a good job of like the tiering up system and all that. But like I said, just like, I do want to like talk about, like, I do want to discuss this, because I'm pretty interested in what people have to say about Nemesis. But anyway, so thanks for watching.